So here we are, one of our two favourite everyday
family restaurants.
Yeah.
This was an absolute accidental find, and it is by far my favourite. And it's ridiculous. And I think that's part of why I love it.
So I did some research online, and this was the cheapest yakiniku all you can eat meats in all of Japan.
Wow.
So maybe that's why we like it.
Yeah.
Because we like to live life on the skin.
Yeah, we do. I could absolutely believe that, though. That was super cheap. But I always get the drinks package because I'm extra. And
you like to live at large.
I love an assortment of beverages. Like, that is the highlight of a time for me. You just feel like you're getting really good value for your money. There was a sushi option, but we were just like too overwhelmed. I think that's some spam there, which is a real vibe.
Yeah, we haven't really had it.
Yeah.
As you can see here, Elise is carefully placing them on the grill, whereas I kind of just tip a plate on the grill and just space them out after.
I think once we realised we were a little bit time limited, we just started doing the dump and grill when you're just eating as much as we do.
Yeah,
we haven't eaten yet.
Trying to get in before the lunch window shuts, and we're probably pretty hungry at this point.
Yeah, it's probably like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah. Beef is more expensive in Japan than it is in Australia. Often the beef that you get in Japan is Australian, or maybe it's Japanese Wagyu, or sometimes it's American also. That's what we've seen so far. The grass-fed stuff, if it's going to be grass-fed, it's going to likely be from Australia, and that's kind of what we like, just quietly. But as you can see, there's some all around Japan, pretty much, even some in Hokkaido.
And it's fantastic to take a child because they've got little high chairs, and there's food that can be like toddler and baby friendly, and you can just get as much or as little. Yeah. And you can keep them well away from the flame.
That takoyaki is amazing.
Yeah.
And so is the karaage chicken. And on the left there, we've got Japanese people call hormone, which is organ meats. Yeah, really nutritious. Organ meats are nutritious, even though they're kind of scary for the Western palate at first. Anything ruminant animal is very nutritious. That's what I've learned.
Did you chew that at all? Because that face looks like you didn't chew this morsel of that, son.
Hi.
These takoyaki are fantastic.
No, that's your bib, you donkey. Here. Well, your bib's ruined now anyway. Wipe it on this, buddy.
I think the Viking theme was of a bygone era.
No, just the little man on the front.
Yeah.
Where's the fire gone? Did it go up in there?
We're fine as it. But unfortunately, when Aaron went back on his solo mancation, he found out that our local one has closed down. And
the one closest to us, which
I may
is
have
here.
shed a pregnant tear.
And yeah, devastating. And when I asked the car parking inspector guy, the guy that guides people into the supermarket car parks, there's 2 of them, not 1. And this small car park too.
Yeah, it's
he
tightly
smiled
regulated.
at me like I knew what was up, and I knew that it was awesome. And he's like, "Oh yes, I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news." On my recent solo trip, I went to the one in Donkyote, close to Dotonbori in Osaka. That's pretty good, but it just didn't have the same vibe. Like, it was kind of a bit sterile, it was a bit officey building, whereas this had a family restaurant vibe. There's one in northeast of Osaka. I haven't checked that out yet, but we want to look there too.
Don't worry, we will. We'll tell you all about it. There's like a whole meat section, there's soups, there's salads, there's like takoyaki, and then random like pastas and things. It's a real assortment.
You can even make your own cotton candy here.
Yeah, there's a fairy floss machine, and there was like an ice cream section and a dessert section too.
Yeah, you definitely don't get them at your
you could get
Korean barbecue places.
Little mochi. Oh my god, I never left enough time or enough room.
I think that's also the crepe section.
You get like that is a crepe section. You get like
fondue, chocolate fondue. Maybe that's for dinners.
Yeah. You get a time limit. You can choose like 60 minutes or like 110 minutes. There's like a couple of options for how long
90 minutes
you want to stay there for.
2 hours sometimes.
Yeah. And
that guy in white at the background, he ate so much. I don't know how he did it in a white shirt.
And actually, I saw the same people when we went there twice. So we went there twice and we saw this same like guy, and I feel like it was him and his dad, and he was also having a great time.
Meat's expensive in Japan.
Yeah.
Well, beef is, and we're all about the beef life. After doing the carnivore diet, I really think that it's kind of the only health food.
And here we are now at our second favourite, which I think everybody has this on their favourite. It's kura sushi.
Yeah.
You wash your hands in a little sink going in, which feels great. And you can sit at a booth if there's enough of you, or if there's enough booths. But there's also spots for people to like sit by themselves, as is everywhere in Japan. And then you just devour like exceptionally cheap, medium to sometimes high quality sushi.
Yeah, there's a lot of them are 110 yen. If you get closer to the city, it can be like maybe 115, 120. Okay, gamers.
Ready? One, two, that's yours. 3, 4.
Nice. I actually said no.
Why?
I don't know.
You're
That's
a
a
life ruiner. You ruin people's lives.
Sorry. I was a player hater and I'd clicked no game.
Yeah,
on
Aaron
this
was
one.
so hungry. He's just a real like scream,
But I just
like a
didn't.
button thrasher.
Yeah, I didn't.
He button thrashed
Get it.
past the game, and we missed it. I was
You
pretty
being
upset about it.
Exasperated at me, saying why.
I've only seen people lose on the internet, so I don't know how. Does it come somewhere? Because I can see them up there. Just Aaron ruined the first game, turning it off.
Boom,
The fact that you
boom.
can even turn it off is just straight haterade.
Oh my god.
Look at me. Uh-oh, that looks ominous.
Yeah,
There is a safety lid. Can you open?
that's great. I love that technology. This household technology.
Just, I don't have words, and if I did, they would have been.
They wouldn't be adequate to.
You feel better?
Ooh. This is the trip of food on. Why? Because I have found a deep appreciation for it. What is it? You watch any of those Japanese cooking ASMR videos? It's based off 3 things. Seaweed, dried bonito, and soyu. And they make a stock from that. And it's just clean goodness. The perfect amount of saltiness. Plenty of flavour. And it's clean. So if you've got allergies to a lot of stuff like I do, can't have curries for that reason, but there's plenty sitting right with me. And these noodles, like they're the perfect noodle. Nice steamy and nice perfect texture. Oh my. Always
Why you always do the snort?
He's frowned at me like I'm the weird one.
You've been wisdom.
You're the one who's being weird.
Child is bizarre.
Kayaking. Oh, hell yeah.
It's maybe he's drinking soy sauce.
Yeah, so that's our 2 favorite restaurants. Check them out when you're in Japan. Tell us what you think of them. Come back to our video and yeah, maybe you'll like it too.
Thanks for hanging out with us, and check them out when you're there. We'll see you next time.
See you guys.